Welcome back. This is The Dish, and today we're talking about the world's sexiest woman. According to Esquire magazine, it's film star Scarlett Johansson, the 28-year-old reclaiming the title 7 years after Esquire first named her the world's sexiest. But bad news, fellas, she became engaged last month to her boyfriend. All right, Patrick, is Scarlett your #1 sexiest woman? And if not, who is?
She's definitely one of the most beautiful in entertainment. But you know who I always wish would get this title?
Who?
The girl in the Spider-Man movie, the original Spider-Man movie. Like, she's not spectacular. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst, my producer Thomas just told me in the ear. I always want like someone, you know, who looks like the rest of us to win that for once.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
No way. You are out of your mind, Scarlett. You know what? I give Scarlett Johansson props.
Patrick.
7 years later, she won it again. That's got to say something about good genes, right?
Yeah, well, the first time she won it was 16. The whole thing's creepy. Move on. Let's go to the next story.
All right, moving on. Gravity tops the box office this weekend, but not with one astrophysicist. Neil deGrasse Tyson dissecting the film on his Twitter account, asking why Sandra Bullock's hair didn't float freely in zero gravity, and why many satellites seem to be orbiting the wrong direction. What do you think, Patrick? Is he being a killjoy, or do you think he has some valid points here?
I get a secret thrill when people point those things out, but I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy?
He's an astrophysicist. Does it even matter?
Oh, yeah. I think we should give his word a little more credit than ours on this one.
I will tell you, though, this movie killed it this weekend, and I'm pretty sure I haven't heard one person ask why her hair didn't float to the top.
Hey, that's not why we go to movies, right? You want to forget about where your own life orbits.
Exactly.
Be distracted a while.
And for the record, Tyson did go on to say that he enjoyed the film very much. So there you go. All right, Britain's most eligible bachelor reportedly ready to tie the knot. The press is all abuzz that Prince Harry is going to marry his longtime girlfriend Cressida Bonas as early as next year. Not too much is known about the 24-year-old blonde bombshell, but some have voiced a lot of concerns that she may not be able to handle the royal spotlight. Patrick, you ready for another royal wedding, or are we burned out on this one?
I don't know if anybody... Now, you know what? There are a lot of people who are ready for the next one. You're ready for the next one, aren't you?
I am always ready for a good wedding. I'm a chick. Come on. We love weddings.
You know, her last name is Bonus. Do you know what the tabloids are going to do with that last name if this engagement actually happens?
Well, the problem for her is she is forever going to be compared to Kate, and that's probably not fair right out of the gates. But
they both have to live in the shadow of Miley Cyrus no matter what they do in the royal family.
That's so true, and how unfortunate for them. All right, that is The Dish. Now let's get to Jim for another look at your forecast. Welcome back. This is The Dish. Arnold Schwarzenegger going undercover, pretending to be an employee of a Gold's Gym.
Stop being a baby. This is Gold's Gym. It's not a baby gym.
Not a very good disguise, that's for sure, but he did have some people fooled. One woman even telling Arnold, "Hey, you look familiar." The viral video is part of a campaign to promote after-school fitness. Patrick, you think if he gave you some workout advice, you'd listen?
I would. I would not listen to relationship advice from him. However, I would listen.
Smart.
Yeah. And I'm going to admit this right now. I would never have recognized him.
I wouldn't either. I think it's a terrible disguise. I wouldn't have recognized him at all.
Yeah.
Maybe the voice, but only because it's slightly annoying to me.
Mine or his?
Well, both.
Okay,
I'm glad you asked. Thank you. Katy, moving on, Katy Perry crediting prayer for 2 very big gifts. In an interview with GQ, Perry said at the age of 11, she asked God for big boobs, saying she didn't want to see her feet when she was lying down. Apparently, some prayers are answered, Katy. Isn't that wonderful? Patrick, you think Katy's boyfriend John Mayer is counting his blessings as well?
I'm going to quote a former co-anchor of mine at Fox 4. They're just lumps of fat meant to feed babies. Get over it, people.
You know, my grandma says the same thing.
Does she?
They're meant for babies.
That's how long I've been
at
at Fox 4. Your grandma was my co-anchor at one time. I was young.
I knew it. I knew there was a connection there. All right, one last one. Academy Award-winning director Quentin Tarantino canceling his latest project because someone leaked the script. Tarantino putting the final touches on a screenplay for The Hateful Eight and sending it to 6 people, then receiving calls from actors interested in the project. Now he's vowing to find out just who's responsible for this. He's an intense guy, Patrick. You don't want to be the person who leaks his script, I'm sure.
Is he crazy? Like, who keeps a secret in Hollywood? That's like trying to keep a secret in Washington, D.C. He's the crazy one, not whoever leaked this.
I'm just telling you one thing right now. I've only seen, I think, 1 or 2 of his movies. I wouldn't mess with the guy.
Don't take your kids or your grandma to any of his movies.
I promise I won't. Yes. I promise. Thank you for the advice. That's The Dish. Over to Jim for a check of the weather. Welcome back. This is The Dish, and tonight we're talking about Kanye West appearing on Jimmy Kimmel's late night show, less than 2 weeks after the pair got into what Kimmel joked is a rap feud. In late September, Kimmel's show aired a skit that mocked West, and Kanye responded with an irate phone call to Kimmel and a series of profanity-laced Twitter messages aimed at the comedian. All right, Patrick, your turn. Who are you with, Team Kanye or Team Kimmel?
Team Jared. No, I'm just throwing that out. And I mean Jared from Subway.
I know who you meant.
You know,
it's
it
not an
seems
option.
like Kanye's got some issues, doesn't he? Like, you know, there's this judge involved. He can't go near this photographer because they got into a little scuffle. Is this what marriage does to people, Emily?
Yes, exactly.
Only with a Kardashian, though.
Only if you're a Kardashian. I gotta say it, Kanye is so far out there. He's always got trouble brewing, so I am definitely Team Kimmel.
He better look out after Bruce and whatever the mom's name is. You know, who could be next?
I'm just impressed you knew Bruce. Moving on, there's a movement on the web known as Drake hands, spawned by a creepy guy taking a selfie and touching his face while Drake's "Hold On, We're Going Home" plays in the background. Take a look. The things that go viral kill me these days. A bunch of jokesters posting their video responses online. Patrick, what do you make of this? And can I dare make you do the Drake hands?
Is it just going like this?
Yeah.
That's not that big a deal.
You gotta cue the music though and get it going with your hands. Let's see it.
I don't think I'm gonna do it, Emily.
Oh, are you kidding?
No,
That's what you stop at? Of all things.
Remember, we all have people to answer to. In this case, the viewers.
Right, now you care. All right, John Travolta stepping out with a new do, debuting a new long mane of salt and pepper hair while on the set of his upcoming film, The Forger. But hey, wait a second, Patrick, he stole your look. There's Patrick. What do you know? In this completely random shot that happens to be posed just like John Travolta. How did that happen?
Okay, now I want to do Drake hands. I want to send that picture to John Travolta and say, let's both do this and just see what happens with the music playing. You know what I think, though, Emily?
What?
You know, I mean, I'm getting a lot of flack, right, because my hair is a little bit longer, and it's 70s, and some people might say it's dated, but he is a timeless actor. So I think that means longer hair is
This is your justification for
staying
your
alive.
dated hair?
Wait a second, you missed the setup for the joke.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was it?
I said I think longer 70s hair is staying alive.
You are out of control.
Woo! Maybe do that twice.
Travolta, no doubt, has gained a bit of weight since his Saturday Night Fever days. Maybe he should steal your workout plan next, or maybe your vegan diet, Patrick. How about that?
Yeah, he's got to go all raw, green and healthy. He looks pretty good, because, you know, he's much older than I am.
Oh, I'm sure so
yeah,
much older, we can't even
looking very
count.
sharp.
All right, that's The Dish. If you want to see it again, we'll put it on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/Fox 4 Now. Let's go to Jim for a check of the weather.
Thank you. This just in. After the staying alive joke, John Travolta's attorneys have issued a cease and desist.